with 6 points in his first 2 games on this young season for the Penguins. He'll line up against Nick Suzuki at center ice. The puck's dropped, and away we go on this Monday night. Jack Guy will try to work it up in the wing. Kapanen cut it off, threw it towards the net. Here's Joseph back on it. Has over 20 friends and family in the building tonight. He had to get tickets for this game, and there's the first goal. Danton Heinen put it off the back bar of the net and in, and the Penguins strike a minute 52 into the game on Heinen's second of the year.
You know, one thing about Danton Heinen, huge set of mitts on him, big, strong hands, and he could fire the puck. And watch this one as it touches his stick. It's kind of rambling around. There doesn't be too much going on, and then all of a sudden, there's some separation. A puck gets thrown out into the front of the net area. Nobody picks it up, and Heinen comes short side, upstairs, bar down and in.
After reviewing the plays, they determined the puck never crosses the goal line. This is not a goal. Face-off goes inside.
So Heinen shots off the iron, and it stays out. Gallagher will knock it around the boards. Harris after it. Harris into the corner. Back to Gallagher. Then Gallagher hands it off. Harris in tight off the pad of the Smith. Dumoulin flipped it in. Knocked down by Wideman. Dadonov catches up to him. Kenny Dadonov. Backhand save. Made rebound. Oh, and he tried to knock it in as he was on the ice.
You know, shot 9-2. Here was the 8th one as Dadonov with the turnaround spinner.
Tried to knock that one down, and he got knocked to the ice himself. Puck comes in from Malkin with a shot, stopped by Montembeault. Rust, nifty little pass here. Malkin in front. Oh, what a save by Montembeault as he kicks out the pad off Rust.
Down to the last 6 minutes of the period, a short-sider there by Malkin, and then the Pittsburgh Penguins on a 50-50 puck dig it out. And it's very similar to the goal that didn't count.
Dvorak will lead it out for Montreal. Feeds it across for Dadonov, and he stood up at the line by Jeff Petrie. Dvorak on net, rebound, great chance for Gallagher. The Smith had no idea where it was. Savard worked it up through center, cut off by Malkin. He'll feed it over to Rust. Trying to get it back in front. Dvorak's there to break it up. Rust bats it over to Pettersson. Pettersson across, scores! Malkin on the one-time shot off the post and in. And Evgeny Malkin puts the Penguins on the board first.
And he's going to break this thing up in the slot area. And when he does, he turns around, and there's no strength on that at all. He turns it over. Russ picks it up. Pettersson throws it across to Malkin. And as Malkin is literally backing up from the hash marks to the boards, that's the location he's in. He rips this thing far side on Montembeault, and this was a well-played defensive play by the Canadiens. Dvorak does a great job. And it seems like the most unlikely of all the dots you're looking at is the one where he scored from. Good goal scorers can score from far out.
Russ put it on net in front, scores! Malkin's got his second of the game as he bangs home the rebound to make it 2-0. Well, that dot's in tight.
Yeah, that one's going to be a green one right inside the blue almost. And face-off so important in Montreal. Malkin, who's on a tear on the draws, and then it gets down low. And again, you can be in place, but then you can't be in place. It's one thing to be in the defensive zone. It's another thing to have your head on a swivel and know where the red flags are. You have to know where the red flags are on the ice, and especially who you're playing against. And right there, Suzuki doesn't pick up Malkin.
Hands it off to Hoffman. He'll shoot. That goes wide, and it's off the boards and out. And that'll pretty much do it for the power play as Gooley goes back to get the puck, and Jeff Petrie is set to return. Here comes Gooley with it. Aiden Gooley feeds it ahead for Nick Suzuki. Shoots. Oh, and it's through. Rebound. Scores!
2 goals their last 3 games, and the captain's got both of them. Good job by Gooley as he goes to his backhand. I mean, up the ice and a good hard pass on the backhand. Suzuki kind of uses his defenseman as a screen, fires it through, and DeSmith thinks he has it. He feels he's got it in his gear, but he doesn't. And as it rattles around off the post and comes out the other side, Suzuki follows it around.
It's a loose puck. Evans jumping on it, and he'll take off with it. He's got Dadonov with him. Jake Evans, Wade shoots, stopped by the Smith. Big rebound. Here's Savard on it, and he'll take it for a skate back to center.
Right now, it's a ton of confidence. Penalty killing's about blocking shots, and right there, they block the shot, Evans, and he gets the good jump on it and you take the shot. Don't try to make the pass.
Out of the air by Harris. Dvorak will come up with it. Gets it into the Penguins zone. Oh, Monahan! Shot on goal, and it's gloved by Casey DeSmith.
And that leads to this opportunity. Dvorak's going to slide this one right over to Monahan, and again, Casey DeSmith.
Jan Rutta will play it off for Dumoulin. Jack Guy's out of the box. Canadians now on the power play. But here comes Ryan tailing to the net. Stopped by Montembeault. Zucker is there on the boards. Harris comes up with it. Played it back for Dach. Kirby Dach off for Drouin. Hands it out for Dach. Played it forward. Shot. DeSmith makes the save off Anderson, and he covers it up.
Lots of time left here for Montreal.
Net empty. Nick Suzuki wins the draw, and it comes back for Kaden Guhle. He'll hand it off for Jonathan Drouin. Watched by Carter. Pass across. Caulfield scores. Cole Caulfield ties it.
Gotta win the draw. Suzuki does a nice job. Gallagher comes in to help make sure it's a win. Get it down to the half wall, settle down the Penguins. Guhle gets it down to Drouin, and Drouin is a magnificent passer. He has got great vision through the box and through the seams, and Caulfield gets it right in his wheelhouse, and he rips this thing into the net. That is a well-structured, well-drawn-up, well-played.
Hands it off for Jason Zucker. He'll shoot. Stopped by Montembeault. Harris will take it to the corner. Malkin tried to play it off the glass. Russ comes up with it, but it's down enough that's got it, and this game will go to overtime, and the fans will love it. Crosby and Letang for Pittsburgh. And it is won by Crosby as Getzel goes back to get it. Being watched by Archibald. Hands it off. Suzuki. Down to Monahan. Sean Monahan moves to the middle. He's got a little room. Monahan waits and finds scores. Kirby Dach wins it in overtime with his first goal with the Montreal Canadiens.
Here's Monahan. He's going to roll himself up. And then watch the right-hand stick right here sticking out. It's inside the net, right? So you got the puck on the left-hand shot stick. He's the only left-hander on the ice. And as he's walking around, he can shoot. He can lay it over to Suzuki for the one-timer, back to Caulfield, or he can do just what he did right there, which is right through the crease. Everyone thinks it's going to come back to Caulfield, maybe, or down low to Suzuki, and Dach sitting right there to tip it into the net. And that's a big win for the Montreal Canadiens, just for their confidence